Welcome again. In this new lesson, I will start by creating a polycylinder at the middle of the scene by hitting polycylinder. Heading to the polycylinder subdivision menu, decrease the caps to be 1, subdivisions to be 1. Then I will scale it by using the scaling tool, pressing R on keyboard. Then you can increase the subdivision heights. Let's say I will make it 10. Then you navigate around to the edge mode, select the edge and then frame around the object by pressing F on keyboard. You can select it single edge by one by one, or you can select the whole face as a single unit. Then head into face mode, select it, then pressing Ctrl and E for extrude. Change the offset and then move it up by the handle. You can move it from the handle or you can increase the thickness. Then you apply another extrude by pressing Ctrl and E again on keyboard. Move it up, pressing extrude again, Ctrl and E. Apply another offset, holding Ctrl while dragging by the mouse to apply a slight modification of the offset. Adding a new offset by pressing Ctrl and E again. You can move it up again by the handle. Moving the handle slight make a gradual effect, and if you want precise division, just move another extrude, yani press hit E, Control and E, then hit Control and E again and move it up. For this one I will press Control and E to make a precise duplication, move it up to make it like beveling effect, that I dragged the first surface and drag it with the sides around. Then I will apply another extrude by pressing Ctrl and E, change the offset and move it up. Just I want to scale a bottle modeling. Just I need to make the cap. For that I need to make another gradual extrude. For this one I press Ctrl and E, change the offset, change it up slightly. Then I will apply another extrude. Just press Ctrl and E to make a new extrude, and if you want to move it up, just move it by the moving tool, pressing W on keyboard and move it up by the handle. I will select this face at the top and holding shift to get to detach component. Holding shift while right mouse click allow you to navigate to different subcomponent mode. Like duplicate faces, subtract faces, or detach components. For this one I detached a single face. I duplicate this face and detach it. Then I select it by the subcomponent face mode and increase its thickness by hitting Ctrl and E for extrude and change the value of the thickness. Let's increase the value a little. You can control the increase of the value by holding Ctrl on keyboard while moving the mouse and dragging side by side. Just I need to decrease it a little, so I hold Ctrl while moving with the mouse. Then I will head to the object mode to move it as a single unit. You can see the center is away, so I heading to central pivot and I move it down. You can see the cap is little, it still need to be increased in size, so I head to scaling tool and increase its size uniformly from the middle. Uniform scaling by hitting R on keyboard for scaling tool and scale it from the middle. For this part I can scale it from the scaling handle, single handle, or can choose different one. And remember, if you want to move the object as a single unit, remember to select them and combine. If you made a wrong step, remember to press Ctrl and D to get back to the last step that you have applied. For this one I will move it up. You can see the effect that you've created. You can select this one, move it down slightly to make the precise location. When you are satisfied with the location you've applied, you can apply a fine detail to the surface, to the outer surface of the bottle that you've created. For this one, let's say I will navigate to the subcomponent edge mode, select all the edges around while double clicking, and you can scale it inside uniformly by the middle of the scaling tool. When you scale it to the middle, you can see the gradual effect when you're scaling from the scaling tool, it drags the sides that are connected with them. For this one, I will select it, drag it to the center. By uniform scaling, I will decrease the scaling. You can apply your own edit. This lesson is just for demonstration how to apply a fine details edit like the scaling of the edges. You can select different component and the borders. Double click to be able to select all the edges around the sides of this object. You can increase or decrease. You can apply extrude, or you can just move it by the moving tool. For this one, you can change the vertex and apply a slight modification on the bottom of this button. Just you can select a vertex one by one by holding a shift on keyboard. Then you will find the positive value. That means that you increase this point to the value to the point that you are selecting. You can return it back to press it when you find the negative value to deselect it. Just holding shift on keyboard while selection and deselection. You can move it up to be able to make this editing effect. You can move a single vertex or multiple vertex to be able to make a precise modeling for the object. And you hit again to the object to move it and scale it as a single unit. You just press Ctrl and B for beveling. Beveling allows the smoothness of the object. Just increase the fraction, increase the smoothness. Also increase the number of the segments. Apply the realistic effect of the smooth transition, the smooth effect of the bevel itself. The more the edges and the more the segments is, the smoother the effect of the bevel. Just remember to press Ctrl and B for beveling. That's all for this lesson. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.